In the endless black of the Kepler systems, Jack, a soldier of the Celestial Corps, stared into the void from his pilot's seat. Space had always been his home, cold, silent, and ordered, until a single comms alert blinked to life, shattering the quiet. An unknown signal originating from Kepler 442b. The pattern was unlike anything in the Corps' database, a rhythmic pulse that felt almost like a heartbeat. But there was something personal about it, a pull he couldn't explain. His lieutenant, Mira, ran an analysis. The frequency was alien, unlike any known signature. "Captain," she said, her voice laced with awe. "It's almost like it's calling you specifically." Jack's jaw tightened. His orders were to observe and report, but a soldier's instinct told him this was different. This mission would change everything. Kepler 442b came into view like a jewel suspended in space. Oceans shimmered emerald and teal, while floating cities of crystalline towers drifted above, connected by luminous bridges. 3 moons cast kaleidoscopic patterns on the water below. As Jack's shuttle landed on a crystal platform, he felt an energy resonating deep in his chest. He was surrounded by the Alari, humanoid yet alien, their veins glowing faintly with emotion. And then he saw her, Princess Alira. Her silver hair cascaded like moonlight, and her eyes reflected the starlight of the 3 moons. When she spoke, the words echoed not in his ears, but in his mind. "You are far from home, soldier, yet I sense destiny, telepathy." This first contact would be far more complicated than any training exercise. But even then, he felt an unexplainable, undeniable pull toward her. Over the following weeks, Ilera guided Jack through the floating city. He learned that the Alaris society revolved around cosmic harmony. War was a disease, violence a corruption. A soldier like him was an anomaly, yet the princess treated him with curiosity and kindness, not judgment. Their bond deepened during quiet moments beneath the moons, as they shared dreams, fears, and philosophies. For the first time in years, Jack found himself laughing. For the first time, the stars didn't feel so lonely. One evening, as the moons reflected across the ocean, he asked, "Do you think it's possible for someone like me to belong here?" Alira smiled softly. "Perhaps destiny doesn't care about our labels, Jack, only the choices we make." Their hands brushed, and in that touch, a spark ignited, a love both forbidden and inevitable. But peace is a fragile thing. The first attack came without warning in the Crystal Gardens. A cloaked figure leapt from the shadows, a plasma dagger humming. Jack's instincts took over. He shoved Alira aside, blocking the attack with the precision honed from decades in the Corps. The assassin hissed, "You were never meant to be here," before retreating into the shadows. Jack realized the palace itself hid enemies' factions who feared the union of a human and an Ilari. He couldn't trust anyone, and every step forward carried danger. But holding Alira's hand reminded him why he stayed. Love was worth the risk. Weeks later, during a royal banquet, his vigilance paid off. Jack noticed a subtle shimmer in Alira's wine. He snatched the poisoned chalice just in time, averting disaster. The second assassination attempt confirmed his fears. Enemies were embedded within the palace, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. They spent the night planning, their conversation weaving through cultural barriers and the impossibility of returning to a normal life. "Whatever comes," Jack said, his voice firm, "we face it together." Ilera's telepathic reply was a wave of warmth. Together. The next threat came not from the shadows, but from the stars. A pirate fleet. Their ships, armored with reflective hulls designed to steal the planet's precious luminar crystals, descended on Kepler 442b's orbit. Jack, a soldier once more, assumed command of the defense fleet. What followed was a display of tactical brilliance. He used the planet's 3 moons and surrounding asteroid belts to trap the pirate ships, turning their own aggression against them. Explosions lit the void in silent, chaotic flashes. Not content to command from afar, Jack boarded the pirate flagship himself, engaging their captain in brutal combat. With a final, decisive strike, he neutralized the pirate leader. The fleet retreated, and the planet's energy source was safe once more. Despite his heroism, Queen Lyra, Elira's mother, remained wary. Jack's human origins and military mindset made her cautious, but the truth of the recent attacks soon came to light. A high-ranking palace advisor had orchestrated the assassination attempts, secretly allied with the pirates to destabilize the throne. In a tense council meeting, Jack and Elira exposed the traitor, using her telepathy to reveal the web of deception. The queen, finally convinced, bowed her head in acknowledgement. "You have proven yourself," she declared. "Not through power, but through heart. You are worthy of your place at Alether." Beneath the light of the 3 moons, with the crystal towers reflecting their prismatic glow, Jack and Elira married. The luminar crystals pulsed in harmony with the celebration, a planetary heartbeat of joy. Months later, Elira revealed she was pregnant. The union of human and Ilari would create a child symbolizing unity, hope, and the merging of 2 worlds. Jack embraced his new roles: protector, partner, and soon-to-be father, ready to safeguard both the princes and the future they were building together. Years passed. Jack balanced life as Elira's consort, a father, and a planetary guardian. He trained new recruits in a hybrid style of human and Ilari techniques, mediated disputes between colonies, and, together with Elira, established a council to oversee interstellar trade, ensuring the pirate threat would never return. The Celestial Corps even recognized him as an official liaison, cementing his role as a bridge between humanity and the stars. One evening, Jack stood on a palace balcony, gazing out at the city of Alether. The 3 moons cast long, silver shadows across the crystal spires. The soldier who had lived in the cold emptiness of space had found a home in a place of peace. Elira joined him, a soft smile on her face. "Do you ever wonder," she asked quietly, "what would have happened if you hadn't come?" Jack took her hand, the faint glow of her life energy a familiar comfort. "I try not to," he admitted. "But I can't imagine a universe where I didn't." He had changed. The soldier trained for war had learned what it meant to protect, to love, to build. He looked at Elira, at the gentle curve of her stomach where their child grew. "We've created something incredible," he murmured. Her gaze met his, shimmering with starlight. "Yes," she said, "a symbol of unity. A promise that the darkness we faced will not define the future. We will." Jack understood then that heroism wasn't measured in battles won, but in the love one cultivated and the worlds one safeguarded. The dawn began to break, painting the sky in soft pink and gold. This wasn't an ending. It was the beginning of a legacy that would ripple across the stars. He held Elira close, the soldier, the princess, and the life they had created, ready to face eternity together. And in the brilliance of the triple moons, Jack, the soldier of the stars, finally felt truly, irrevocably home. Thank you for watching this story unfold. If you enjoyed this cosmic journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more tailies from across the galaxy. See you next time.